too sloppy. But at least the referee will spare their blushes a little bit as Brazil look to gallop forward there. We'll keep one eye on that and one eye here. Turkey 4, Indonesia 4. Headed to pens as things stand in game 1.
We may have a very nice issue here, Harry, is that both of these semi-final games could potentially go to a penalty shootout at the exact same time.
Can we watch them both, please?
Can we please get it picture-in-picture, anyone? No, absolutely, this is why we love it.
Here we go. Turkey clear the ball. And we'll see how much time is added on here in the second period of added time. Turkey, well, there's a man over, it's Yildiz, but look at that. Indonesia, they combine and clear the ball out. And it will be headed to a penalty shootout in game 1. Over here, semi-final 1, game 2. Brazil-Spain is heading there as well. Wow.
Oh, I would like to say, Harry, I can't watch, but I absolutely can. The tension isn't on me, it's on these guys. All 4 of these teams are now going to have to show their mettle in a penalty shootout when the pressure is at its highest.
Wow, wow, wow. The absolute drama that has led us here. Don't blink, folks. We'll be in for quite the heart rate risers here. It will be Turkey to kick first. Oh, and it's wide. Turkey missed the first pen. Let's see what Pedro can do for Brazil. Oh, wide as well, same side.
What a drama, what drama.
I think I'm seeing double here. Indonesia, tuck that one home, top right. España, saved! So advantage Indonesia here after the first round of spot kicks. It's Yilmaz. Oh no! Oh no, not the time nor the place. That one's saved. Rafinha, also saved. Chance now for Indonesia to go 2 up in the shootout. Beautiful penalty, and I'm seeing double Wes.
It's straight down the middle. Sometimes you have to do that. But you've played that card now in a penalty shootout. You can't really afford to do it again.
Well, Turkey almost in must-score territory here. Yildiz. Oh, missed! And Brazil scored to tie it up.
This is chaos for us, Harry. This is brilliant.
So, game 1 point in the Indonesia-Turkey shootout. For now, let's see this Spanish penalty. That's 2-1 now with the advantage to Spain. If Indonesia score, they will be the winners of game 1. And it's saved! No celebrations just yet. Joe Linton with his long run-up. Saved by the goalkeeper.
Spain are on game point.
Game point for Spain. They need that. And Turkey convert theirs. Now, if Fabian Ruiz can score with his left, we'll be headed to game 3. And we are! Game 3 between Spain and Brazil. Now, can Indonesia go on to series point? They can. They convert that penalty. And the show must go on. The Garuda Warriors taking advantage of a penalty shootout in semi-final 2, game 1. And well, the Red Fury come through in the clutch in a penalty shootout in game 2. We're going to game 3.
Oh, I can't wait. Spain and Indonesia both saying it's not over until we say it's over. They showed their mettle in penalty shootouts because Indonesia are actually a game behind in terms of series between Spain and Brazil. So in terms of what you're seeing between Turkey and Indonesia, that is just 1-0 for Indonesia. Meanwhile, for Spain and Brazil, you've got 90 virtual minutes, potentially 30 virtual minutes of extra time, and another penalty shootout between you and the grand final here at the FIFAe World Cup. What a game we have in store.
Let me tell you, that is a first for me, seeing two penalty shootouts happen concurrently.
Glorious.
Amazing stuff here in Riyadh. The FIFAe World Cup 2024 featuring eFootball console tournament has not disappointed. What will be going through the heads of Wifera and João Victor of Brazil, having lost that penalty shootout after going one up in the series, now into a sudden death Game 3 scenario.
I think with Brazil, they had it in their hands. They had an opportunity. Yes, it was a penalty shooter, but they had it in their hands, and it got taken away from them. But the good news for both themselves and their countrymen and women is that they still have another game. It is still within their grasp, but equally, Spain now have a little bit of momentum. They have that confidence boost of taking a penalty shootout, and as such, they go into Game 3 full of energy and full of confidence.
It's that beautiful tension back in the room now. Everyone knows where they stand. We've seen it time and time again from this Indonesian team. The coach, the squad, all huddle round and say a prayer. They are all on the same page. They have the team spirit that make them formidable opponents. For Turkey, that one will be a blow. I mean, they were 3-1 up, ended 4-4 and lost in the shootouts.
It's that fighting spirit they have. I saw it in the Asian Cup. They have it in spades. They have that togetherness. They have that, one brain approach that we talk about, and for these guys, that's what they need to put forward.
Yeah, we just saw the Red Fury. Well done to them. The adversity they faced here today in the knockout stages cannot be understated. We'll check in with them again, but for now, it is Game 2 between Turkey and Indonesia after the drama that was game number 1.
Yeah, we have 4 of the biggest eFootball fandoms in the semi-finals, and they're making their presence known.
Indonesia starting this one off really strongly. And the goalkeeper's intervention was not enough. The smile on the face of Risky Fidan. The Turkey defence that has been impenetrable at moments has been undone in the opening 5 minutes.
Yeah, the key bit is that you'll see here Indonesia playing with a smile on their face. They're trying to maybe exude that confidence and exude that good feeling to just take away from the pressure they are under. But it's a good ball into the box, and again, it was one touch back the other way, and then it was a first-time striking. Again, goalkeeper fumbled. Turkey will be furious. Indonesia will be delighted.
Well, they've just come off a penalty shootout win. And they're already into an advantageous position
disallowed that one.
So Indonesia 1, Turkey 0. Yilmaz heading it down here. They cannot muscle their way through. It seems like that's been the tactic for Turkey. Let's use the strength of our in-game players and the height we have at our disposal. Let's muscle our way through midfields. It's industrious, but Indonesia in game 2 have been fantastic. Kambuya, oh, that's lovely! That is phenomenal! Indonesia are favourites! Overcame it first. But they are down, and down bad in semi-final 2 against Indonesia. His semi-final 1, and there's been another goal in semi-final 2. We'll come to that soon, but Spain, Brazil, this is game 3. This is game 3 territory, folks. Half an hour gone, and it's as cagey as games 1 and 2. Here is that goal. And I said Indonesia 1 foot in the final. Another foot here soon. 3-0.
Yeah, it's brilliant play from them again, just finding their big man in the centre, manages to head it home, and they are really in the driver's seat here.
Heartbreak for Turkey. It will take a mammoth effort to bring themselves back in game 2.
Yeah, it will. That would need a Herculean effort to get themselves back into it from 3-0 down, Turkey. It is a long road back, but the only thing I would say in their favour, as it were, is that they've got a lot of time on their side.
Plenty of time then for Turkey in our other semi-final to try and flip the situation in their favour. 10 to go in this game until half-time, and, well, Brazil steal the ball back. It's just between these two. It's tactical, it's attritional, it's messy at times. And I'm not talking about the Argentinian. Here's Morata against Bremer. And the Brazilian defence is doing all they can to try and move the ball as far up the pitch as they can. And now, finally, with Van der Sar, they can carry the ball on that far side.
They can find an outball down the right, and Brazil looking to that man Joe Linton again. He's a real lightning rod to just hold up the ball for them.
Good patience here from Brazil, and they've been rewarded, have they? No. Offside, just mistimed in the end. I like the idea, though. One eye on the ball, one eye off the ball. Why not if the opponents aren't pressing you? But it's so tense here. No one really knows which way either of our semi-finals are going to go. One is a bit more clear-cut at this moment in time than the other. But here in game 3, if you're just joining us, Spain won game 2, and now they're on the offense here again. And I said the other semi-final pretty clear-cut. I can tell you it may have gotten even more clear-cut. Joe Linton on the ball, has Richarlison for company, but really good work from Spain. The pressure pays off, and I think first half is now in the books. And it's a mix-up at that Turkish back line. And it's 4 for Indonesia.
You've got to maybe think that it might be curtains for Turkey. We said that it was a pretty hard road to travel back on. It almost appears to have just developed into a mountain.
It's absolutely incredible. And I want to give myself a quick pat on the back. I said at the pre-show, our semi-final between Turkey and Indonesia, if we get there, would be full of goals, two free-scoring nations. The contrast between the two, I mean, game 1 was 4-4. Game 2 currently sits at Indonesia 4, Turkey 0. Between Spain and Brazil, we've had a 1-0 and a 0-0. The contrast in the play styles between the two nations, the four nations I should say, as Neymar is not giving this one up easily, is on display for everyone to see.
Yeah, I think there's something to be said that as much as you can watch game film of Indonesia, until you experience it live, it's a very different animal that you've got to try and tame. Meanwhile, for Spain and Brazil, their players have kind of all really kind of had interactions with each other over the years, so they kind of know what to expect. And that's why it's so difficult for each team to break each other down.
Oh, Van der Sar has stayed on side here. Back to Vega. Richarlison can't get his head on it. Marquinhos his shot was always rising. This is absolutely classic eFootball. It really is. How close these two nations are. It may not seem pretty because we're not seeing a flurry of chances, but with how they're cancelling each other out, the midfield and defensive battles, Wes, are a thing of beauty, but this one, well, almost falls kindly for Joelinton.
Yeah, we almost had the audible groan behind us in terms of the fact that the ball couldn't be controlled by Joelinton, because that could have been a real gift that Spain could have given over to Brazil.
Almost an hour gone. Here in game 3, if you're just joining us, extra time and penalties will be called upon should we need them. We've already needed them once between Spain and Brazil. Which way is the linesman seen this one then? It's a corner. And the only goal scored from open play in this best of 3 so far came from this exact situation, this exact side, with this exact man. Oh, and it's off the line this time! Van der Sar still trying to force the issue, and Spain, they've learnt from their mistakes. They survive.
Yeah, Danny Carvajal predicting and just marking the probable moments, and Brazil thought they'd outsmarted Spain again, but Carvajal just about headed it off the line.
Is it written in the stars here maybe for Spain? It's storybook stuff, it really is. It's the origin story that dreams are made of, if they can go on and close out this fiercely contested game number 3.
They've sent on one of their boogeymen. They've sent on Joselu. They want to go and score. Are they at least finding an issue trying to score, but bringing him on with the roundabout, this magical period that we've always spoken about over the years between me and you, Harry, about this 60-minute to 70-minute window is the perfect opportunity to bring those substitutes on. A fresh set of attackers against some tired legs at the back. It could cause problems for Brazil if they're not careful.
Let's see this Brazil throw. Oh, that's really dangerous. Rooney's still back there, but actually cool, calm, collected. After all, Nico Williams, another one brought on and introduced by Spain. Vega's off, Artur is on. We've seen him pull the strings previously in this series for Brazil. This is about as close as we could have expected between these two nations. Rafinha can't link up with Joelinton. I feel it's going to come down to maybe to just one mistake in this game 3. If there is one made by either side, it might just come down to that kind of thing. When he's giving chase, but Nacho strong in his defending. Morata now, Spain on the ball. They were the nation with the most points across both of our groups in the group stages, but this is knockout football. Rodri can't block that cross. Carvajal does enough. Sadly for Spain, 21 points in the group stages does nothing for you here. 15 to go. It's all Brazil at the moment. Artur into the box. Rodri away. Where's the outlet here for the Red Fury? Morata will gather. Nico Williams fresh on. Has plenty of stamina. Joselu arriving. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Miscommunication, missed input, whatever it is, Wes, it comes to nothing. And I said it might be a mistake.
Yeah, that was a really good opportunity. They had Joselu barreling in at the back post. They didn't elect to go high. Instead, they tried to use the pace of Nico Williams. May have been the wrong, and certainly was the wrong option on that occasion.
Look at the heart rates between our two nations here. Obviously coming down a bit now following that chance, but those are high. Into the final 10, approaching the final 5. A goal here would see either Brazil or Spain surely have a date with destiny in tomorrow's grand final. We're in game 3 here.
Yeah, game 3 here has been as tense as game 1 and 2. As you said, there was one goal in 180 minutes of regulation between these two. There's not a sign of another one yet.
Final 5 minutes to go. Alex Baena trying to find Joselu, but Danilo judged it accurately. There's been another goal in semi-final number 2. And well, Brazil look to move forward off of your screen. And that's a goal for Turkey. Here, Brazil have a late corner. And here is that chance that we missed.
Yeah, it was good ball movement again. And it was just, again, a good strike. Had to get across his man, Dylan Normand. Well, Turkey, I mean, they've got one back quite early in the second half, Harry.
It's doable.
They couldn't possibly, could they?
Not impossible, but highly improbable over there. Brazil been so dangerous from set pieces. This one towards Gabriel. This time the referee brave. Excuse me, the goalkeeper brave. Morata. Of course, all eyes on the referee at this point. Where's the number? It's the number 2. Held up on the referee's assistant, his board. Spain in possession. They want the last attack, but as do Brazil. I don't think it will come their way, though. I don't think it will come anyone's way. We're headed again to extra time in semi-final number 1 between Spain and Brazil. Well, we said Turkey. We saw their consolation. They'll be hoping it won't be a consolation, but they have a mountain to climb here. That's really nice footwork. Will it be rewarded here with a goal? No! No, it will not. Silky footwork. The link-up played great, just missing that final touch.
Yeah, it was great build-up from Indonesia. Again, it was the right idea to flick it on from Sananta. Good patience in their build-up, just wasn't quite the execution that they were looking for, but you just cast your eye up just at the time left on the game. 65 minutes gone here in game number 2. You can see the formations on your screen here. Turkey very much in the aggressive phase, playing a 4-2-4 as it looks, whereas Indonesia are very happy with their what feels like a 4-4-1-1 setup, so they'll be very happy to just consolidate what they have, because it is there's a 3-goal difference between them and Turkey at this point in time, with around about 25 in-game minutes left, plus whatever the referee adds in stoppage.
Into deep waters here in game 3 and here in the series. Extra time. Spain, Brazil, 0-0 right now. Will that change? Nico Williams towards Joselu. Ah! How's he done that? The Palmer, they're in front!
When you need a goal, Spain, you send for the man. You send for Joselu. They told us before games, during games, this is the guy they go to. It is a wonderfully high ball there, and it's not that what they went for the first time. Goalkeeper, there's an almost impossible angle to get that ball in. Again, it's Nico Williams in that same position. They tried to use his dribbling. Look at the angle on this.
No,
and it's defended off a defender, and that's why Bento wasn't able to get to it.
No, no, no! Not like this, Brazil. Surely that is cruel if that's how they bow out. Well, amongst all the drama here in semi-final one, there was another goal in semi-final two. Turkey and Indonesia going up against each other. But this is the big drama. Spain have been on the ropes all series long. They took us to deep waters here in game 3 and they threatened to get another. But in extra time, Spain take their first lead of the entire series.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to their target man, Joselu, off the bench. He has that super sub player skill. He has that target man play style. And boy, have Spain needed him. And he's come up in that word that you said earlier. He's come up in the clutch.
Well, I mentioned a goal in the other semi-final. Sadly, for fans of Turkey, it has not gone your way. Indonesia 5, Turkey 1. We'll bring you that when it is appropriate. For now, game 3 here is still closely contested. Marquinhos caught dawdling on the ball. Morata. Oh, that's sumptuous. Joselu, though, can't quite sing from the same hymn sheet there. Now Rafinha. Arthur. Referee opting to play advantage here as the first period of extra time is closely and quickly coming to its conclusion. Look at the red shirt still coming forward here for the Red Fury. Joselu. Oh, ball and man, says the referee. No problems there. It's a strong challenge, it needed to be, and Brazil putting their bodies on the line. But the problem is, here in extra time, it is Spain who lead. 1-0 and 15 in-game minutes separate the Palma and Mestre of Spain from a grand final, which is looking like a date with Indonesia, who lead Turkey at 5-1. Don't forget, game 1 was 4-4 between these two. Indonesia taking the penalty shootout. And for Turkey, their tournament life is slowly slipping away. A moment to speak about them, Wes, because I don't think anyone realised how much of a threat Turkey could be until it was too late.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't think anybody really took them all that seriously coming into the tournament. Sure, we know about them as players, and sure, we know about the squad they have. But I don't think people anticipated a semi-final berth for Turkey, and they can be very proud of their team and the skills and the level that they have showcased here at the FIFAe World Cup.
Well, right to the very end, they are looking to entertain and score, but let me tell you, there was only ever one nation that looked set to feature in our grand finals. Our second place team from Group A, Indonesia, qualified for the grand finals of eFootball console. The Garuda Warriors have punched their ticket there. Meanwhile, we still have one more finalist to find. Spain in pole position right now. In extra time. 10 minutes to go. Spain 1, Brazil 0 here in game 3. And the concentration needs to be absolutely paramount now.
Yeah, they've got 10 in-game minutes to save their tournament, but Spain have got hold of a lead and they're in a vice-like grip with it and they don't want to let it go.
Headed down by Cunha. And well, that's a snap strike! And oh my word! Out of nowhere! Out of nothing! Guifera! João Victor! From the jaws of defeat! Looks set to send us to spot kicks again. Wow!
It's the Hulk-like grip of Brazil. It might have been in the vice of Spain, but they have wrenched it out of the hands of them. And Brazil are back in this game and back in this series.
Wes, cast your mind back to the manner in which Brazil conceded here. That cruel deflection that didn't allow the goalkeeper to command his box. And well, Cunha, will he get there before it rolls out of play? He won't. Karma comes back around. Here in extra time, these two nations as close as you could possibly wish for. Is there more drama? Here in extra time, Morata is with the goalkeeper. Very lucky for Brazil that it didn't land kindly at the feet of a red shirt. Now here's Cunha, far side, super cancels about 4 different times there I saw. 120th minute now. Is there a hero for Spain or Brazil? Nico Williams down the line, Fabian Ruiz. And it's to penalties we go again.
Strap in your seatbelts, folks. This is going to be an all-timer. It certainly has been a best-of-3 all-timer between Brazil. Spain thought they'd won it in extra time with that, as we said, fortuitous goal into the Brazil. But Brazil answered back with 16 game minutes to go, and here we go.
Joselu steps up first, and it's saved. Brazil taking an early advantage and convert this Cunha penalty. Heart rate through the roof. Oh no!
Pressure is telling here.
Alex Benya. Oh, down the middle, it's saved. Rafinha to fire Brazil into the lead. No! No, no, no! So as you were in the penalty shootout, no one has scored yet. Will Morata? He will. Yes, he will. Spain in front now. They have the advantage.
Yeah, called as you like from Spain. It's going to be Ronnie against Alex Romero.
Long, long run up here for Ronnie. The pressure swinging back and forth. It's like a tug of war out there. Fabian Ruiz with the left foot, saved!
It's that vital goalkeeper movement right at the last that may have just put Spain off.
Joel Linton to pile all of the pressure onto Spain. This will be agonizingly long. Oh, cheeky! Cheeky Panenka. Miguel Mestre cannot watch. It is the Palmer to try and score. He does. But Brazil, with this penalty, can fire themselves into the grand final.
Oh,
no!
What drama! Sudden death penalties, folks.
Zubimendi, we are in to sudden death. It'll be the right foot. Oh, and it's saved! With a second bite of the cherry, at the second time of asking, can our